Hi, my name is Yolanda McKinney, and this is Table Talk Tuesday. Today is March 31st. Today I have with me Kenita Gwynn, and Kenita is the president of the Tuscaloosa Area Lions Club, and we're going to talk about serving your community. One of the main topics I like talking about on this show is making a difference in the community. So Kenita's going to talk to us about how the Tuscaloosa Area Lions Club is making a difference in our community.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for coming. Well, actually, thank you for letting me come.
No problem. I'm excited to talk about it. It's a great program. We are very new. Tuscaloosa Area Lions Club is just under a year old. Several years ago, there was a club here in Tuscaloosa, but we have started one in the 2000s, and May 1st was our charter night. And so we're a young club, we're just learning, but we've done quite a few projects since we have begun.
Yes, we have. So let's talk about some of those projects. What are some of the things that you guys have done?
Well, one of the very first things that we got started was a book drive. Mm-hmm. And with the book drive, people just bring books and we sort of recycle them. We've partnered with LaMonica
Erin McCoy.
Erin McCoy, I'm sorry, LaMonica. But she's actually our vice president, but she's the executive director of United Cerebral Palsy of West Alabama. Mm-hmm. And so she and her clients have put together a program where they will help process the books and stamp them and find good places to distribute them. And they've done preschools and prisons and shelters and different places. So we've given out over 2,000 books with their help.
That's good. That's really good. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Just the opportunity to partner with other organizations and people in the community, and not just servicing one type of program, but actually being a kind of organization that can kind of touch different areas and different groups. I want to back up for a second and ask you, tell us what the Lions Club is.
And that's our biggest question. People come up and they say, "Oh, I've heard of the Lions Club. What do y'all do?" Mm-hmm. And originally it was started in 1917 in Chicago by a businessman, and he decided that there needed to be an organization for businessmen to do service in the community. And so he started it there, and it expanded, but it really got its start in 1925 when Helen Keller spoke to a group of them, and she challenged the Lions to be knights to the blind. And so since that time, the Lions Club umbrella has really begun with providing sight, providing glasses, really reaching the blind and those who need help with eyesight. And that it has other service organizations, but that is the core where it began.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So one of your, I know one of the main theme of the Lions Club is we serve.
Yes.
And that's why this is a perfect topic for us to talk about today, because we really, the Lions Club really focuses on serving the community.
And what's really great is that we serve in this community, but every community has its own Lions Club, and it's an international. It's called Lions Club International, and we're in over 200 countries, over 400 million people affected and served. And anywhere you go, all over the globe, there is a Lions Club that's helped. If you hear of the typhoons that happen, like in the Philippines or different places, immediately you will see within just a few hours Lions from that area and from all over the world pitching in to help, as they did here on April 27th. Immediately they were on the ground, and Lions International sent funds to help within just a few hours. So it is a local club, and we want local members, but we are also backed by a very powerful international club, international organization as well.
Mm-hmm. You just hit on another one of the I would say categories or whatever of pillars of Lions Club. You hit on two. The Lions are mainly known for sight, and they have a slogan of "We Give Sight," but also they you
Yes, you're right about the funds that are available locally. I know last year, April 11th was the big time we needed the funds, but just last year when we had those storms come through and several trees were on houses, Northport Lions Club is also a very active club in the area, and they were able to form a committee and get funds that day for people to go out and get water if they didn't have electricity, to help them with generators and things like that, and do the physical labor too. Go out and help them with chainsaws and things like that. So Lions Club International is ready at any moment to get hands feet on the ground at the moment of an emergency. It's not 2 weeks later. It is usually within a few hours of when it happens.
And I think that's something very valuable for not just the community, but for people to know in general, because I don't know that I would have ever known to contact someone or to look for the Lions Club in order to receive any type of assistance in an emergency. I don't know that I've ever really heard of that. We hear of the big names and we know of those people, but just to know that there are other organizations out there, specifically the Lions.
And a lot of times I think the Lions don't toot their own horns enough, because they're out there doing the work. I mean, they're out there with the chainsaws and giving out the cards for for food and that kind of thing, and that's just what they sign up to do. That's what people that want to be Lions, that's what they want to do.
So the next thing I want to talk about is sight. Lions, again, you mentioned Helen Keller, and Lions really stepping up to be knights. Say that again, Knights for the Blind.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about what Lions do concerning sight.
Sure, and I'll kind of start at the top. We here in Alabama, we have a program called Alabama Lions Sight, and they have a mission to provide sight for those who can't afford it, and also to help people get there. They work out of the Callahan Clinic in Birmingham.
So what do you mean by provide sight?
Well, they look for opportunities to help people who need surgeries for different glaucoma, cataracts, different things, who can't afford it any other way. Of course, there are programs that insurances and that covers those things, but a lot of people are not able to afford that. So starting with the elderly all the way down to the little kids, I know that this is a mobile screening program that Alabama Lions Sight has, and we're going to this coming year get with some of the schools and provide free screening for the kids. There's another company that does that as well, but we're looking at going into the middle schools maybe in 6th grade, because at that point the kids kind of realize that maybe they can't see the board, that maybe something is wrong, and they can kind of tell you a little more about it. So if they find, when they do the screening, if they find that they need glasses, then we partner with someone here in town. The Northport Club has partnered with Target, and they've been very wonderful. They have a grant that we send this particular person to them, and they will do the screening again to make sure what they need and provide eyeglasses for them if they can't afford it. You were talking about getting together with other agencies.
Yes.
Just this week, Alabama Agency on Aging, Area Agency on Aging called us and sent 2 people that really needed eyesight. So we got in touch with Kathy Mason, who is our guiding lion. She's also with Northport, to try to get them together. Now, Sue Thompson is our eyesight coordinator, and she's working on putting together that commitment from Target or from other places to provide those eyeglasses for them.
Okay. Let's talk about what are some of the other things that are going on. We know about, well, actually, the...
Sure. This box that's in the back, that we have these around town where people can drop off used eyeglasses. Now, we've collected probably 3 boxes of these. We take them to the Moody Club, and part of Moody Lions Club outreach is that they have someone come in and sort the glasses. Most of them are reading glasses, but a lot of them are prescription. And then there's a church organization that will go to Mexico, their mission trip every year in February. They go and they pair these glasses with the prescriptions, and so they get them free. So hundreds of thousands of pairs of glasses from all over Alabama have come into Moody to be recycled. So if you see one of these boxes around town and you have old eyeglasses, feel free to drop them off. I know we have them. We have one in Piccadilly. We have one at Wright's. One
is at UCP.
United Cerebral Palsy, at the Waysider. I know there's one there. And so in different nursing homes around town, there are a few. So if you see one, and if you would like one, then let us know, and we'll bring you a box for sure.
Okay. So what are some of we have this little lion right here. Can you tell me about him?
This little lion, he's the smaller version of. We take stuffed lions to the pediatric unit twice a month at DCH to give to the kids that are in the hospital. And this is probably one of the most dear things to my heart, because I love kids. That's been my passion forever. And so we take these. We have a larger one too, and it just depends on. Toys R Us has been really good to kind of help us get these lions, but we take them in and give them from all the way from the little babies. So we had a 17-year-old in there the other day, and he loved it just as much as anybody else.
Oh,
so,
that's nice.
So they enjoy those, and we just want to make sure that the parents know that we're here to help with anything, and that kind of just gets out in the community and let them know that we care, and if they need something, we're here in the community.
And so we've actually only talked about maybe 3 or 4 of you guys' projects,
Sure.
and you guys have so many other things that you have done. And if you want to learn a little bit more, you can check out the Facebook page and just type in Tuscaloosa Area Lions Club and learn more about that Lions Club. I want to move us on into membership.
Okay.
Who are the Lions? Who can join the club?
We would like for anyone who is willing to serve the community to come in and join the club. We reach out mostly to business professionals, but also to anyone who has the time and the ability to work in service, that is willing to come and meet with us and look for opportunities to reach out to those in the community. It's for our particular club, there's a nominal fee to join, and it's like $10 a month just to pay international fees. But most of the service comes from projects like going to the hospital, or like this is a magazine that talks about Montana, where a group got together and they partner with students on a farm. And so we've done something very, very smaller than this. We took pine trees out to Maxwell Elementary, to the 4th graders there, and that was a lot of fun. So conservation ecology, that's one of the things. This is another one. This is the little girl, and she's looking at all the books, and I thought that was kind of neat. And the last thing, and that we have this every month, but this is called Leo's Rule. Now the Leo Club is something we haven't talked about, and because we're so new, we haven't established one here, but it is a youth Lions Club. Now we have several youth that have been helping. Yours have helped. My teenagers have helped as well in doing projects and things like that. But this is an actual club that would be in a high school, and they would do service projects. So that's one of the things down the road that we would like to do. Right.
Okay. So what do you guys have coming up? Speaking of future projects, what do you guys have coming up? Are there anything special going on?
Well, we're really excited about the continuing with the eyeglasses, and they're going on a mission trip soon, and so we want to get as many glasses as possible. But we are having a bake sale coming up this Saturday. It's Easter. I'm not sure will this air before then, but
it will.
This Saturday at Kmart, that will be the 4th, April 4th. We're having an Easter bake sale out there. Kmart has been so wonderful to us, and all the businesses have. I mean, they really are open to us coming and raising money for this. But if you'd like to come out and get some yummies for Easter, we're going to have some good baking going on Friday so that we can do that. Also, Chick-fil-A has agreed to do a spirit night for us in May, and so we'll go and be carrying your trays for you, May 5th. And so come out, and the money that we raise from this all goes to missions, all goes to service. There are no overhead fees or anything that any of the funding goes to. It's all to missions, like for the kids and for books and that kind of thing.
And so after actually listening to so many of the different projects that the Tuscaloosa Area Lions Club has done, and just the many that the Lions Club would love to get involved with, you guys coming out and purchasing something at the bake sale or participating with the bake sale would be a tremendous help. And again, these are things that you will actually see in your community and in your schools. Well, thank you for talking to me. Is there anything about the Lions Club that you feel like we missed, or anything that you would like to make sure that anyone that watches the video?
Well, if you're interested and you're not sure if you want to join, please come and just have a meal with us. We meet on the first Thursday at noon at Piccadilly, and the third Thursday at 6 for dinner. So we have a noon meal, lunch, and a dinner, first and third Thursdays. And just kind of meet us and see what we do. We'd love to have you as a guest. No pressure whatsoever. We want this to be, come and enjoy a meal with us. We've had several speakers come out. In fact, I think Kid One Transport, there's someone coming to speak to us and just kind of get to know us this week. And someone from Para has come out. He was wonderful. And so we invite visitors from all over just to come and check us out. We'd love to have you.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to me.
Thank you for inviting me.